So communication does not necessarily mean having your voice in the airwaves. It needs to have some substance when you are sharing information. And so, and you know where that comes from? A person who's well read, a person who knows the trends. That's what, and can you communicate how that will improve a situation for a person or organization? And that's a leader.
Okay, okay. Let's say for example, let's use basketball. The guy's a captain on the team and he's really quiet. How can he still effectively lead the team?
Oh, it's funny you say that because one of my former students comes into my brain, into my mind. And right now, this young man will beat me to the gym. I worked at St. Paul's College. This
Yeah.
young man was the point guard. In the summertime, he worked all the time on it. He was very systematic. Now, he just coached at a high school and played for the state championship. And his team plays just like him, systematically. He's a true student of the game. Now he's come to me, he's ready to go into athletic administration. But yeah, it's a person. Again, a leader is not defined on the loudest person. It's the person who's most effective. And it's really about being an introvert and an extrovert. It's not necessarily being quiet, because here's the thing, and I teach DISC. So DISC is dominant, influential, um, sensible, and cautious. Okay. So a D is one who processes with bullet points, like boom, 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 and not even asking and waiting for feedback. Let me be clear. A D, I, S, and C are all leaders. It's just leading differently. Okay. I is influencer. Think of your politicians. They know everybody. They can, hey, I can hook you up with so and so. They're like a connector. Okay. But the D and the I necessarily get along because he feels like he doesn't have the substance. He's trying to get everybody to get along. And how you can get things done if you're trying to get everybody to agree? You
Right.
know, pick a place and go. Mind you, a D and an I are all leaders. They just lead differently. A S is one sensible, wants to go along to get along. Is not one to go rock the boat. It's a person everybody that comes and bring all their problems to. To a D, that's a very irritating person because you think they have no thoughts because
Right.
they process differently. Okay, process slower. And then the C, conscientious, I call that the owl. Okay, the owl is not going to really say anything until it has a purpose for to say anything. But they're going to know all the rules. They're going to know all the bypasses, and they're going to say, "Is this part of the manual? Is this one of the policies?" So, for instance, I would say a D is an eagle, a parrot is an I, a dove is a C, and a no S, and a C is an owl. So the parent is saying we need to bond better. We need to have after hours, go to happy hour. I was gonna be like, am I getting paid to go? If their salary is gonna be like, is that part of the policy? The I is going like, come on now. The I and the S, relationships are key. But for an owl, conscientious, dominance being an eagle, having relationships are not key. So you take all of that to make a good team. Depending upon if the person is quiet, they can quietly tell the person who's always talking how to relay the information. That's being strategic as a leader so that people who are always going to the person who's always talking, you feed them one on one, not to a crowd. Hey, this is the plan, I think. What do you think? And then, but the key is, where's your ego? If you have a high ego, which the ego and the D does, Hey, you gave me my talking points. I'm going with it. And he doesn't have a problem with that person being the person who's writing information, because the sensible person just wants to get the end result, which is to win.